I begin now.
Yes.
Welcome, parents of class of 2027. This is our presentation for you. If you guys can take a moment to do this tiny URL for a sign in, I'll give you guys a couple minutes or a couple seconds to sign in before we begin. You can either click the link or scan the QR code with your phone. Everybody's coming on. Please click the QR code of the tiny URL for your sign on. We will have this again at the end of the presentation, but I'm giving you guys a chance to do this now. So again, my name is Akeem Ajani. I am the freshman counselor for class of 2027, and we have Ms. Fu on here as well. She can introduce herself now.
Hi, I'm Ms. Fu, and I'm one of the counselors for the class of 2027. And then we have Ms. Hernandez.
So our agenda today is talk about changes for sophomore year, 10th grade administrators and counselors, credit recovery options, the Aries portal, academic support services, college and career options, social media and how that affects our students, and other ways where you can stay informed. And then at the end of that, we'll have a Q&A. Please save questions at the end. I think there is somebody on the chat. And if not, if they don't get to you right away, they'll get to you at the very end of the presentation.
And I'd also like to tell people that if they want Spanish translation, to press interpretation. So Ms. Hernandez, can you say that in Spanish?
Yes, so I will be in charge of the chat. So if you guys do have questions, I will be answering them through that as well. Pero sí va a haber interpretaciones, entonces alguien, si seleccionan interpretación, los van a llevar al webinar que está en español. Entonces si se quieren salir y renovarlo de nuevo, meterse de nuevo.
Okay. So new experiences. So as freshmen, they start to begin new things, transition from 8th grade to 9th grade. 9th grade, they're starting to be around more students that are closer to the age of adult. So whether they're driving or their friends are driving, that is something that comes into play. We ask that you talk to your students to make sure that they're safe. If they are going to catch rides with students, other students, make sure they wear their seatbelt. There are apps on your phones where you guys can check the location, check to see if they're using their phone on there. Those are just different things that you can utilize on your phones. Some of our freshmen are 15 and a half. So some of them actually going to be driving. So some people in your students' classes will be driving. So just be safe. With that, they must have a parking permit on campus in order to park on campus. So please ensure that they do that and have their correct paperwork, which means permits or license. Working, they're going to be starting to work. I have freshmen now that are turning in work permits. A work permit is something found in your office that you can find in any office, primarily our 9th grade office for your students. They can come in and get it. What they would do is take it to the job will fill it out, bring it back to us with their social security card, and then we'll approve of it. Dating is a thing. There has been a lot of dating issues. Could be positives, pros and cons to it. But that does cause distractions at times. It can be beneficial if that partner is supportive, as we all know in our own relationships. So just talk to your students and see if they're getting into relationships, if it's distracting, and how that works. Thinking about college, I think that's super important to start thinking about college. Right now is the time to prepare their transcripts. Hopefully that they don't fall behind. You want to make sure that they get C's and better in order that they're able to go to college. They can connect with our College and Career Center, which is located in the library, for more questions. And just staying on track for graduation. So taking the correct classes, speaking with the counselors, speaking with their teachers to ensure that they are passing, and just following different presentations that we come to the classrooms pretty often. We talk about ways to stay on track, solutions, just anything that can just keep them on track with in that positive mindset. We do post everything on our webpage once we do go into their classroom. So there is access multiple times for access if they're not in class that day. So the expectations, we expect our students to do work and take on more responsibility. So that means showing up to class on time, being there for the full time, doing their homework, talking to their teachers, checking in with the counselors if they need anything. Also collaborating with you as parents. Parents, I do ask that you guys have, we have some expectations for you as well. Making sure that you speak to the students, check your students' work, make sure that they're doing it. A lot of times they're saying they're doing the work and they might tell you that, but they're really not doing the work because they know that you're not going to look at it. So please do look at the work that they give, be in the know. I appreciate you guys coming to presentations like this. This is how you guys stay in the know. Students should build up their study skills. So we have Mastery Center twice a week after school. So then from 3:30 to 4:30 that they can speak to a teacher in the library to focus on their work. Also just building good study habits. There's tools on YouTube. So speaking to our teachers that they can build study skills. You guys might even, as parents, might even have some ideas for them to study. So please speak to your students and encourage them to create good study habits. Balancing their time to complete work. There's a lot of at-home time where they're maybe on the games, hanging out with friends, watching TV, making sure they have a balanced time. They can still do all that, but making sure that they either get work done first or after if it's not too late. So I know a lot of students come home and take a nap. If they want to do that, come home and take a nap, please ensure that they wake up at a decent enough time so that they can do their work. Or better yet, just do the work before they go to bed. So please continue to have a balance. There's weekend time for them as well, where they can complete their assignments. So more expectations. So make up for any mistakes made during their freshman year. So freshman year is an important time to stay on top of your work, but also if they're not on top of their work, it's not too late. So if let's say they did fail majority of the classes their freshman year, that is the best time to actually do that because they have more time in order to improve their grades. They have 3 more summer school options, evening school, which is something we'll discuss later and have discussed in other meetings, basically where they're able to do credit recovery. That's a credit recovery option. So they're able to have time to make those up. I know a lot of students leave during the summertime to out of town, to out the country. Please do that around summer school time. Summer school is only 5 weeks. They can leave to go out of town after that if they are behind. So start thinking about building backup for their GPA. So that's making sure that they are on top, basically have high grades so they can improve their GPA so their GPA can stay high. So let's say if they get A's, they're at that 4.0. A C can drop them down quite a bit if they're starting to get multiple C's. So 1 or 2 C's might not be that bad, but you want to at least have the higher grades so you can balance out those lower grades. These are the administrators for next year. We have Miss Belechi, she is our administrator. We have Miss Fu. She covers last name A through LE. That is her extension. Myself, LI through Z. Miss Lay is a Puente counselor. She covers the Puente students. And we got Jose Garcia. He is the ELD counselor. These are your administrators and counselors. So again, this is another opportunity for you guys to sign in for the people that just came to the room. Feel free to please sign in if you have not done so yet. You can click the link on your phone or the computer or laptop or whatever you're on. Or you can scan the QR code with your phone. Just hover your camera over it and then push the link that pops up on the camera. Don't snap the picture, but push it on the screen.
Si aún no han registrado, por favor, tomen un momento para hacerlo. Igual si hay unos padres aquí que necesitan la seminar ahorita en español, por favor, seleccionen interpretación. No se tienen que salir, solamente seleccionen ahí y los va a llevar a la sesión de español.
So staying on track to graduate. And in order to graduate, a student must have 220 credits total. They're able to get that through each year. Each year, they're able to get 60 credits. So ninth grade, at the end of this year, they should have at least 60 credits. Sophomore year, they should have 120. Junior year, they should have 180. Senior year, they should have 220. Senior year, they are able to either get a shortened day if they're on top of their credits, as long as they have a job or in a community college class. So that means taking classes at the college. It could be online or in person, but they must show proof that they are doing that. If your student does not have the credit total, they are able to do evening school to make up the credit or summer school. In order to pass a class to receive credit, you must have a D grade or better. So an F grade will not get you credit. That's 0 credits. A D is not good, but it still gets you the credit. And C and above is college eligible, as well as the 5 credits for each class. So let's say they have English class. English 1, the first semester is 5 credits. English 1, the second semester is another 5 credits. So that's a total of 10 credits. We have 6 classes. This is the high school graduation requirements versus the A through G requirements. On the left side here, we have high school requirements. Remember how I said English class for 1 semester, so English 1, you're able to get 10 credits in that 1 year, but you take 4 years of it. So that's why it's 40 credits. 10 credits 1 year, 10 credits the second year, 10 credits the third year, and 10 credits the fourth year. That is the same as all the classes below, as far as the year-wise. So social science studies, that's history. History is their sophomore year, junior year, senior year. That's 30 credits. Math, 2 years. Fine arts or a foreign language, 10 credits, 1 year. Physical science, they take in their sophomore year. Life science is their biology, they take their freshman year. PE for 1 year. 80 credits of elective. Anything extra is an elective. So let's say when you look at math, math is 20 credits. That third year of math will be considered an elective. All students must complete 35 hours of community service, which must be completed by May of their senior year. If students are an Avid or Puente, they must complete 100. On the right side, this is our A through G. This is for the college requirements in order to enter a 4-year college. This left side, they're able to enter a community college, but this right side, they're able to enter a 4-year college. A couple key differences. History is 2 years. But then you get the government and econ, which makes it 3. They'll take that their senior year. Another difference is math, 3 years versus math being 2 years here. Science, that's the same thing. That's just these together. One of the big differences is fine arts or foreign language to graduate high school. But in order to go to college, you must complete 2 years of a foreign language. That must be consecutive years. So Spanish 1, Spanish 2, French 1, French 2, Italian 1, Italian 2. You cannot do French 1 and Italian 1 and count it as 2 years. You must complete a fine art junior year. So if they're not in the fine art now, junior year and senior year, they're able to take that again. A G elective is a college prep class, so it's anything additional. So this 4th year will be considered a G elective. They mostly get this, they pretty much get this all the time. It could be with the Econ Gov, it could be with that the extra year of math, so forth. I think, is this you? That's cool. I haven't counted.
Yeah, sure, I'll do this one. So So sophomore year, the course requirements, so next year, your students all have chosen their classes and they could have picked from English 2 or English honors, world history or AP world history, which means advanced placement history. It is a college level course and they could receive college credit, depending how they do on the test at the end. Then, the next level of math, right now, if they're in Algebra 1, they would be in geometry next year. If they're in geometry now, they would go to Algebra 2 or take an Algebra 2 plus pre-calc combo. Then you would have your science class, which is chemistry, honors chemistry, or medical chemistry. There are choices in PE. There's weight training, team sports, yoga, dance, soccer. There's some different choices, and we did explain to your students about that when we went in for course selections in February. And then they would do their next level of foreign language, French, Italian, Mandarin, Spanish, or Spanish for Spanish speakers. And there's the different levels there. So they would just do those next levels for the sophomore year. So they have chosen their classes, and we look forward to a good year next year. So our parent liaisons, we're supposed to do this one, but I will try my best to walk you through this. So in Aries, you can check your scholar's transcript by clicking on grades, and then you can see that it says transcript. And that will show all the different, show your scholars' classes and their grades and their GPAs. So you see all the different GPAs up there, and W means weighted, so weighted academic GPA, weighted total GPA, weighted 10 to 12 GPA, so you can see all those different ones. Students always say, which one do we use? And I always say, just use your highest one. And Mr. Ojani can attest to that as well. We want them to look their best and to put forth their best effort. And we always say, pick the highest GPA, and that's all good. Then, as you can see, there's a class rank. So it's how a student is ranked against the rest, the total amount of students in the class. So this student is 93 out of 688 students. The credits attempted and credits completed, that's where you can see that how many classes your scholar has been enrolled in. And then if it's completed, that means how many credits they earned. So a D or higher will earn them credits.
And I'll jump in on the next one. We'll participate on this together.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. So this is what a semester will look like on the transcript for the student. So our transcripts look different than the student's version of transcripts, but this is broken down by per semester. On the actual transcript, it'll show their total GPA for the semester, but here it doesn't do that. But you can look at the grades here. So it goes in order. This is one semester, so 9th grade fall. If you look at it here, and it's for this school year. So English 1, they received a pass, and they got a C grade. So that means they attempted 5 credits and they completed 5 credits. Same for Spanish. This is Spanish 1, pass, C minus. You see how they got credits, even though it's a D, this is 5 credits. If this would have been an F, this would have showed 0 right here. It would have showed 5 here and a 0 right here for completed. Apologize. Because so completed, that means they didn't complete the class and they would have to retake that class. So you'll see this, but it'll be a lot more. So there'll be one right here, it'll be another one down here, and so forth. The way to get to this is in the menu bar. You'll select grades, then transcript. This is through Aries. If you click more, it's going to show the teacher's name of that class. I think that's what pretty much it shows on there. I can go into this. So this is the transcript. So this is what the version we give. This is a transcript that your students have each semester. They do get one of these. They can always ask us for a copy as well to bring home. You guys can always come in to ask for a transcript from anyone in the office. See right here, English 1 is an example. F, they attempted 5 credits, but they received 0. So that means that they had to retake this class again. They did not get any credits. In order to graduate, you must get credits. So it doesn't matter if you attempted the class, you have to pass the class with a D or better. D, attempted 5, received 5. So this is what it looks like. And how I said at the bottom, it's going to show their GPA. So it shows what they attempted, what they completed. So this person attempted 35 units. So that's 7 classes. They only received 20 credits. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 credits, 5, 10, 15, 20. They did not pass these classes. They received a 1.22 GPA. So that's not going to be their overall GPA. This is the GPA for the semester. So let's say this semester they had a 2.0. They're going to take the average from the 2.0 and the 1.22 to get their total GPA or the GPA. This means that this is something that they already did. Right here is going to say work in progress. So you see no GPA right here. It's because they're currently in that semester. They're currently taking these classes. So right now you're going to show all zeros because they have not completed the class yet. This is first semester, 9th grade fall. This is 9th grade spring. Also, this person is retaking his biology class. So this is the regular semester right here. This is biology fall in evening school. This is how they're taking it after class, after school, 2 days a week. So they're currently taking it. So right now, again, 0 because they have not finished it yet.
Thank you, Mr. Ajani.
Yeah.
Okay, so some different academic supports if a student is struggling. Right now, it is almost the end of the school year, and so they still have roughly about 4.5 weeks left to go. So if they are struggling, please have them look at paper. It is an online tutoring service. It's open 24/7. Students can log on at 1 a.m. in the morning if they're doing their homework, and they get the service. It's through their Clever account, and you look for the paper. You see that paper app right down below. You click on that, and then it'll say what subject what questions do you have, and what can I help you with? And you can say Algebra 1, and then it'll say, okay, what are you working on? And you can type in, you can put in the problem you're working on. So it's a really good service that that students don't use as often as they really should. So please have your scholar take a look at that. There's help now through the public library, so you can get help there. We have Mastery Center at our school. It's after school in the library, mainly Tuesdays and Thursdays, but for math, it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. There's also STS Academy. They have after school tutoring with peer tutors after school every day. So Mastery Center in the library has teachers that help you out, but STS has peer tutors. So just letting you know that. So we do have some tutoring services if your scholar needs help.
I'm gonna talk about this. So summer school, like I said, it's 5 weeks. This summer is going to be from June 10th to July 12th. There is no school June 19th and July 4th. So those are 2 holidays. It goes from 8:30 a.m. to 2:07 p.m. They're only able to get a max of 10 credits. So let's say they failed 3 classes. They received 45 credits for the semester. They're only able to do 10 credits. Even though they failed 3, they can only do 2. It's not enough time. So it's broken down for 2 classes. For the remaining 5 credits, they'll have to wait till next semester to do evening school or next summer to do summer school. Yep. Again, priority is given for summer school and evening school to the upperclassmen. So the reason why is freshmen have time to make that up. More than likely, the students will get in, but again, we do make priority for juniors and juniors and sophomores.
So this slide talks about mainly the more years of education or training, and I really want to emphasize, You know, we talk about college a lot, but also trades. You can have a fantastic career in the trades. But if you're in the trades, you also need training and you also need to get apprenticeships. So you're putting a lot of time and effort into getting more education. So, you know, we call that education as well. So I do want to, you know, emphasize that, right? So as you can see from this slide, the more years of education you have, if you have a diploma, you make more than someone who who doesn't have a high school diploma. If you have a master's degree, you make more than, you know, and it's again, the average worker between 25 and 34, as far as what this study is saying. You do make, you're projected to make more money the more years of education or the years of training that you've had. So it's just really important to earn a high school diploma and then go on to get a college diploma or get some more training and apprenticeships and all that, because we do, you know, you want the best for your scholar, and we want to make sure that they are trained and have the education that they and to reach their goals. So we have a college and career center as well. And the people in there are Miss Mosley and Miss Espinosa. We are so lucky to have them. They are a great help for our scholars. If students want to explore different careers, or they want to look at different colleges, they are the place to be. So you see those extension numbers, there's emails as well. Please take a picture of this and contact them if you have any questions about this. Let's see. Yeah, so I think that's, anything else to add on that?
See it right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, EAOP. These are great programs. I'm going to tell you about two really good programs. One is EAOP. It's our early academic outreach program, as well as TRIO, which is going to be the next slide, but we'll get to that. These programs help our scholars if they want to go on to a four-year college. I'm sure if you've had older siblings, you've heard about the wonderful FAFSA that you have to complete, and along with the College and Career Center, the EAOP advisors really help out our students. They help out our students with student essays that they have to complete for the applications. Different scholarships, they are a great resource. So you can contact any one of these people with their emails right there. They do have different cohorts and different people they work with. And so please, if you want to be in that cohort, please email them and see if you can join. They can drop in during lunch, brunch, or after school in room B201. Okay, TRIO is the other program I wanted to talk to you about. Ms. Duran is fantastic. She does the same thing. Pretty much the same thing as EAOP. And I know she has been recruiting the freshman class. So if you had over a 3.0 GPA, she will invite you to, she invited the scholars to, come to her program and to be part of her program. Again, they plan for college, scholarship support, college application support. She is located in B208, I believe, and they can drop in as well during lunch and brunch. But she is a wonderful advocate for your child as well, especially for the college, to go to four-year college. Military services. So there's please, if your child is interested in the military, you can search, you can go to these websites, and we also have recruiters by the College and Career Center. So they can always stop by, make an appointment, and just talk about the different programs and the different things that these services can offer your scholar. Things to do your sophomore year. So, freshman year, we're ending. Hopefully they're going to finish strong. They're going to get the help they need. They're going to pass their classes. So for sophomore year, keep your grades up. now they kind of got in the groove, right? They got in the groove. They learned about PHS. I've spoken to a lot of students, and now they feel like they're interested in some clubs. You know, they're like, I think I really want to join that the medical club, because I'm really interested in that field, or I really like the steppers or the man club, which is what Mr. Ajani is participates in and advises. So it's really an important time to like start thinking about some activities that they want to do. I have a lot of students wanting to do sports next year, and they never have done it before. And so that's something, you know, they're kind of getting involved. So it's really important to get involved at Pittsburgh High School. Also volunteering, look for different leadership opportunities that you could have. You do want to stand out in college admissions and scholarships. So volunteering is a great way to do it. You can volunteer anywhere, but I really recommend if they have a passion for doing something, or if they want to explore a career in something, to look for volunteer opportunities in that field. So yeah, that's a good way to get a student involved as well in their community, but also at our school. And then we have our PSAT, which is the pre-SATs, and it's going to be October 24th. And normally juniors take the PSAT, but sophomores can practice it as well. So so they can study for the PSAT. It is online, and there are practice tests online. So all you have to do is search up PSAT online tests, practice, and it'll come up. So that is something they can do in the summer to start researching. So driver's education. We have many scholars asking about driver's ed, and it is through our STS program, our STS Academy. So they have to contact the STS advisor, and she is normally located in our library. So let's see, they can so they have to take this class and once they completed this class, you know, is for their driver's education. It does not include behind the wheel training. That is separate. Courses are 8 weeks and offered in fall and spring. So, you know, to just make sure you contact Miss Bishop in the library for that.
I can jump into this one real quick.
Thank
Work permits, I kind of mentioned this earlier. You must be ages 14 to 18, must have a 2.0 GPA, good attendance. And like I mentioned before, bring your social security card, our number, so that our secretary can confirm it and put it on file. The steps is to get the job, to fill it out first. So I would always have them take it before the interview so they could look prepared. Bring it back to us. We sign it, and then we'll give the student back a work permit to give to the company. You can get it online through this link, or you can pick it up in our office. Students know where to go. They can ask the secretary in the front or ask the counselor, and we can give them a paper copy. Being smart on social media, not posting fights, not posting the information. We have a lot of incidents about this on a regular. A lot of people go through trauma, anxiety, because of stuff that was posted on there. Please tell your students to keep their business to themselves and not talk about people. A lot of bullying happens through social media, so we try to prevent it as much as possible. Please check your students' phones and social media apps. Make sure they're not commenting on things they shouldn't comment, posting things they shouldn't post. It can become real trouble, and there could be legal issues regarding information that's shared online. So again, that's hardcore evidence right there if they post anything. So it's just better safe to just stay away from it.
So it's really important to stay informed. Please, I know you get a lot of emails and a lot of phone calls, but please take a look at it. Look at Parent Square, look at the Aries portal, parent portal. you can have your scholars grades sent to you weekly. Look at the Pittsburgh High School Facebook page. You see the link there. The College of Career website. Our website has so much information on it. And I know it takes a while to like navigate and look around it, but it does have a lot of the information on it. There is an action plan. I love these action plans that our College and Career Center put together. So take a look at those. They are fantastic documents to take a look at. And don't hesitate to, call your counselor, call your administrator. We're here for you and for your scholar, and we want the best for them. So that's a great way to stay informed. So let's see, Q&A, parent survey. If you could please fill this out, it could help improve our parent meetings to be able to meet the needs of our parents and families. So please fill that out. And if you have any questions, if you could put it in the chat, we can definitely answer them there, or we can answer them live as well. So if you can take your time and do that.
This is our last slide. So you guys can ask questions in the chat. I can't see the chat, but you can ask questions through there and we can answer it here.
And just to let you families know, I've been getting some text messages that a parent tried to log in. And just to let them know, I know Miss our parent liaison coordinator is recording this, so I know she will be sending it out to parents. So if you were unable, if your friends were unable to join, I know it is recorded. Let's see, I'm looking at the link. Can you? Okay, I'm gonna paste the link on the slide. Oh, I can't do it. Mr. Ajani, can you paste that link? Because I can't, I'm in,
I'm sharing, so I can't get out of this page.
oh, okay, let me try.
I could try, wait, on the main chat?
Yeah, on the main chat. Thank you, Miss Hernandez. Can you put the link in the chat? I can't click on the link on my phone. Is there a deadline to sign up for summer school? So please, if your counselor, if your scholar has failed a class, we will automatically have put your scholar in summer school. You will then have to, we're going to send an email out soon, and then you will confirm your scholar's attendance in summer school. If you cannot make it in summer, we really highly recommend they do summer school so that they can get caught up. But if you can't make it for some reason, you would then indicate it on that through that email that we send to you. If you have a scholar that wants to sign up for the only classes we offer that are not a class that a student failed is PE and geometry. And so if that is a class you want, that your scholar wants to take in summer school, please let your counselor know right away. I would say in the next week. So, yeah. So I hope that answers Shanna's question. EAOP, I believe it's open for all of our Pittsburgh High School students. So please, yeah, you can definitely go and talk to them and see if they can be in their cohort. I know Miss Muriel is open as well, so you can talk to her as well for trio. The link says it doesn't allow them to do the survey.
It's not letting them complete it. There was some issues with the parents signing in as well.
I'm thinking, we don't own this survey, so we can't change the permissions right now. We will tell our parent liaison supervisor will, maybe she can send it out. Oh. Ms. Preciado, so she said it looks like both links are working because parents answered, so there are some. Oh, they may need a Gmail account. Yeah, so if you do have a Gmail account, I do believe you probably need to do it there.
Good evening.
Hi, Ms. Portavan, so can you, they're having trouble with the link. Oh, here, she says if you're unable to sign on using the link, please place your information in the chat, but only to the host, please, so not all the parents see your email, see your information. So they're not able to sign in the link.
Oh, okay. Leticia has the link. Let's see. Let me see if I can get the link real quick.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay, I just placed the link in the chat. Somebody said they just completed.
Great.
Uh-huh.
So please let us know if there are any questions. You can put that in the chat. And thank you so much for coming. Again, thank you so much for coming. It is okay to leave. Thank you.